Howdy folks, welcome back, and Sathias here. Welcome back to Vampyr. The reason we had a weird little intro to that was they just figured out how to fix the unglitch that quest. It was basically just had to go and reread the thing we picked up from that quest, and that fixed all the things. So I think it was more just the fact that the game crashed as opposed to it being actually glitched. So hopefully we don't have any more game crashes that could lead to things like that happening. Alright, so we're talking to Milton Hooks, and we wanted to talk about, see what he has to trade and just talk to him, because we haven't talked to him before and we know things about him. Maybe we can talk about other stuff, so we'll see.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Yeah. Same for everybody. Alright, let's talk about... What's your occupation?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
So you sound like you had it rough.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
Side quest?
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
So he's talking about a skull. New citizen investigation is available. Press the tab. Open the local investigations menu. Alright, so citizen investigations are displayed here. Okay, so this is probably like the first citizen investigation you're supposed to get. And that's why they're giving the tutorial for this. But that definitely didn't happen for us, because we kind of, I don't know, did things backwards maybe? I don't know. Alright, so categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it and access the map. Yep. Yeah, we can enter the backyard garden. Yeah, we'll track this since it's the most recent. This is in a different district. This is in a different district. I finally realized, like, the map, like these heads are where like the track marker is, but that and pointing down, and this is our character. For some reason, I would think that I didn't see it last time, and it just looked like this is the character marker because it's a face and it has an arrow. And so you would think that, like, okay, this is where your character is on the map. But no, that's the quest marker. I don't know, that's just a weird thing. Alright, so how are things sanitary-wise?
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Alright. And how's your situation around here?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Alright. Smuggling weapons?
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Interesting. Alright, we'll get to the mediocre reputation. I want to ask more personal questions. We can talk about other stuff. I want to look at, before we get into
I'd like
that
to see
stuff.
your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Okay, so we can get his shotgun. It's very expensive. Get bullets, which I don't know why we would, because we can restock at the thing. Handle parts, those are really expensive. Powder, shards, grease, and screws. I mean, we seem to find those in really a bunch. Maybe not these, but especially since there's only one of them, one of each. But we find like a lot of this stuff, so I don't know. Maybe we can sell him some things. Definitely not anything like that. Like ammo, We have what we can put in our guns. Alright, so this junk we can sell. That's good. These... but everything can be, like, recycled. But these also, like, sell for a lot. Like, the small bottles, obviously, those get better. So I think we'll not buy anything from here. We'll probably go back to the morgue guy and get ingredients, because that's like the main thing we need. All right, let's talk to him again.
Milton.
We got other stuff to talk to you.
Still trying to save life.
All right, let's talk about your reputation.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Rah.
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reid.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Well, you gotta, Milton Hooks, you have to always look on the bright side of life, okay? So, Anywho. Alright. Yeah, let's do some...
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it?
Oh, we're all to a thing? Cool. It's a little, I don't know. Alright, you're extorting money.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Yeah, these.
Do you need any medical...
I'm fine, Doc.
Yeah, we already talked about that. I wanted to look at medical details. Don't have anything new to talk about under the hint stuff. We need more. So we need like one more thing.
Goodbye, Milton.
Alright, hopefully... What's her name still around? There's that unknown guy.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Alright. Cadigan fellow. Alright. Brannigan.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Brannigan.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
The future. Alright. How are you, nurse?
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Alright, so let's talk about the staff.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help.
I think we pretty much are at this point.
Professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Speak up. Anyone stands out?
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett.
Yep,
He
L2.
should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Oh.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Alright, that's more of the thing on Mr. Tippett's. Let's talk about the situation.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
The invisible enemy. She's talking about the flu.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Alright. Could we fail?
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Alright. Let's go to personal questions. Yeah, we can talk about Tippett praising her.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Yeah, that didn't really help us out.
I'm not familiar.
Brilliant profession.
Most of
It would.
Just feel like this seems to be something that's just a Jonathan Reid thing, where he just like speaks down to the nurses sometimes. So yeah, definitely.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Okay, so he's not gonna say a thing. All right, cool. All right, we already did a medical checkup on her, and not have anything else to
nurse.
talk about.
Call me if you need assistance.
All right, so we got the backyard garden to look into. We got some money to sort through things. And there's someone else in here, another patient. Oh, it shows these people, and we can't talk to them. All right. Might as well just go through the back. Like normal. If I look at, I want to look at this double check here. The hospital. So it looks like we've met all the doctors. There's like two look like businessmen type characters that we haven't met yet. I have no idea. We only have one guy who has fatigue in that district. We have Delaney in the docks who has fatigue. We don't know a lot about the docks anyway, but this is what we know of. Oh, we're working here. Let's go back to the map, because there's freaking custom markers again. Alright, how close are we? Pretty close. Alright, so this is basically like leads us into like the Skull morgue stuff. There gonna be more skull. It's just, yeah. Find the lost wallet in the garden. Yeah, this is just basically like going through this area again. I feel like these guys are a little bit tougher than they were before. Alright, a lot of that solution, so hopefully that'll work. Alright, we don't have any blood to use that stuff. Alright, so definitely want you to come at me, bro. Wish we had. Alright, that just boosts our stamina. Okay, like that. And I will use this to heal up. Good lord, we have two of those freaking guys here. What is in here? Anything of use to us? Just some quinine. I'm gonna butcher all of these things. I don't think we've looked at them with our vampire sense. There's gotta be something over here. There's another way to, like, head around. Alright, well, let's run back over here. Let's just backtrack our way through this stuff. So, dazzled skull. And a rogue skull, so there's different ones. Yeah, there's like different ones that are like, so we know what their resistances are. Resistance to range and melee. Resistance to whatever that is. I don't know. I don't know what that is. One of them's blood, and the other thing's like a mesmerized thing, maybe? Alright. We're gonna... Alright. Yeah, they definitely... What was it to lock? Was it control? Yeah. Back up, back up. Get out of there, get out of there. Just... Alright, just... God dang it. Just want to back away, back away, back away. I keep forgetting that that's a problem. Just back up, dang it. God dang it. He keeps going forward when I want him to go back. Not gonna use a controller. Not gonna use a controller. Alright, where are we at? Alright, we're in this thing. Alright, they're back. All the skulls are back. Great. Love it. What you? I just wanna pick this guy up. Nope, 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 nope. God dang it. Back away, back away. Damn it. 2. Did that not work? Alright, definitely need one of them gone. Alright, back away. Control, please. Alright. Invincibility frames for the win. That's what I'm talking about. Second time, maybe. Alright, give me all the fun stuff. Alright. Looking for a wallet. Is that it? Yep. Photograph, smiling loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
They really haven't. We already knew about this. Yeah, so it's definitely a case of our doing things in the order that we did. We know stuff that we shouldn't know at this point. At least the game thinks that we shouldn't know at this point. Right. How do I get... I'm gonna get so lost in this place. Alright, I definitely need to go and craft things. Keep out. Need to head up. Goodness. Just went to circle. That's the back entrance to the morgue. Why am I heading the wrong way? Alright, we do need to meet up with hopefully I run into the morgue guy again. This is the hospital right here. Alright, merchant should be around this corner. I do want to talk to you again. I do want to buy things. More opium. Alright, come on.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Alright. Chidana. That's his
Please
name.
show me what you have to sell. Of course.
Alright, I'm sure I'll be using you a lot. I'm thinking that things that we need... Where to start it? I'm gonna look at... We can look and see what we have, right? So... Burgess tartrate. Tartrate. And I'm saying this completely butchering. Ferrous tartrate. We have tons of. So we can buy the codeine, buy the opium, and buy everything else and be fine. The freaking that don't need to be buying. Alright, so let's buy all of it. Let's set that, and I guess we'll buy alright, we can buy 3 of the opium.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
Are you talking to me when you say that? Do you already know him? He's said some things that made me think that he already knows. Like, I guess he's been around the dead long enough to know one when he sees one. Alright, Ackroyd, Crane. I'm just trying to get like a Fiddick, Strickland, Velma, Pippa. We still gotta talk to Pippa about her crap that she's pulling with the extortion racket for beds. But we'll deal with that later. Definitely want to craft. This is our floor, right? I think second floor is our floor, where we're able to go to our office. Do these just refill? So you can like pick these up at any time you like load in. I'm pretty sure we've looted all this stuff before. But it gives you stuff that like, you like need. So why would you not take it? Since when? Since when? I don't like that. I mean, I like it as like a easy way out. You don't have to like go through the hospital and stuff. But I don't like it because it seems very not secure of a hideout. Alright, so we can make another treatment for fatigue, which we know we have someone who could use it. We can use this. It gives us opium. Well, I guess it gives us opium. This gives us... We definitely need... I definitely like these. Let's craft these. For sure. Alright, so... Machete is leveled up as much as it can be. This is not. This is not. Legend. So all of them need common handle parts. These need trigger parts, which we know who has these. Right. Definitely recycle these. These are useful components. And then I guess we'll talk to... Oh, we can just... Forgot to give this back to, give the wallet back. We need to get the wallet back. Alright, it's just the front, right? He's out here. Melton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Don't you know it. Found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
Okay. That basically lets us in on everything him related. Alright, so now we can talk about everything with him. Alright, let's do that. Alright, let's talk about the relationship.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
What's going on?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Bound by despair. You could both get fired. Yeah, bound by despair.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Alright, well, you could both get fired.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reid. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Okay, and then what about your extortion, huh?
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see the city is crumbling down? Today, people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow, we may be fighting for food.
Alright, so we got nothing else to really talk about, do we? Alright. Do we have
I'd like to...
Wise chop.
we have enough money for not enough to get what we need. Of how we so everything that we sell to him he keeps. And so if we wanted to buy it back and recycle it, we could use. I like that. But it's a much higher cost. He did give us some cash. So I want, if I'm going to upgrade anything, it's going to be the freaking gun. So I'm going to get myself one step closer to doing so. Alright, investigation succeeded. And I don't think that gives us any really XP. I don't think there's anything left to talk to with those people. I wanted to go... kind of just go look. So we know nothing on Mortimer. Like at all. We definitely need to... I think probably need to talk with them again. Harvey Fiddick. We know a little bit, not a lot. Thomas Eltwood, we messed up. And can't get everything on him. Which is something I gotta remember. Can't do. We know nothing about Dr. Swansea. We already know too much about that guy. Should we give him the fatigue thing? I mean, there's no one else that really we can give it to. And we can make more of it now. I don't want to make things preemptively, and I don't want to keep things around after I've made it. Because I know we've made it for a specific purpose. I know this guy's a piece of shit. Where the fuck is he? There he is over there. You piece of crap.
Hey, Doc.
You're making me regret not eating you. Alright, is it F? I think we can do the medical
You're
checkup
lucky
again.
to be alive, Mr. Cox.
This place is...
Yeah, let's give him the medicine.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Okay.
You're lucky to be alive.
Cool.
Alright, so...
I'll leave you for now.
You know, I hope there's another chance that we get to see if we have an opportunity to live out those live out the consequences of keeping him alive. That's something that I feel like this game is like really about, is making decisions and then having to live with the consequences.
It's locked.
Alright, so where is Dr. Swansea? This is his office? Yes, it is. Okay.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human
Were you just
body,
in here looking at a skull?
biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Oh boy.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Alright. This is no gift. I'm a living paradox. Your words bring comfort. Yeah, I'm thinking Swansea's not... I mean, not Swansea. God dang it. Jonathan's still not very happy about this. I mean, the fact that this affliction is... in his head, it's an affliction, right? In his mind, it's something that made him kill his sister. So he's not happy about this. He's not come to terms with it this early on. Definitely not. He's still trying to fight it. If there's still a way to. If there's a way to fight it, he definitely wants to do so.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
It's not amusing. No need to apologize. We need each other. I think we're not going to tell him to not apologize. We're not going to, further get on its case about what he feels about the situation. He feels the way he feels, and and Dr. Reid feels the way he feels, but they do need each other to figure something out, right? So,
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
what a way to describe someone. Impossibly delicate. What the heck? Also, it's a very dictionary conversation. Right, there was stuff to look at in here, right? Yes. So, a Chidana letter. Interesting. They'll tell us more about him, I'm sure. And then rare species of vampires, another thing to read. And a warning letter. Alright, let's have a look here. Real quick. Alright, Dr. Swansea, I must inform you my deepest reservations concerning Dr. Strickland and Harvey Fiddick. Vidic has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. Permanently lose use of his arm. Claims that a surgical procedure may save the arm completely. I say it may also severe its functions for good and complications arise. Our young colleague is audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need to remind you of the mistakes he made in the past. Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me. I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Dr. Aykroyd's out. Alright, we'll take a look at some of that new stuff next time. So, till next time, this has been Zithia signing off for now. Bye, folks.